Hello everyone, my name is Amélie and today I'm going to make a short video to help you register for francisation courses on the Francisation Québec website and its platform Apprendre le français. You will need either your computer or phone to complete your application. I hope everything will be clear to you. Thank you. If you're interested in this part-time course, you must have documents ready, such as your social insurance number and its valid expiration date. This is very, very important. Otherwise, you'll need to go to Service Canada to get a new valid date. Additionally, you will need to scan your work or study permit or any other proof of residency in Canada to proceed with the application. Finally, it is very important to remember, or perhaps you're learning it now from me, that there's no longer financial aid for part-time courses. Therefore, you do not need to provide any documents related to this, even if it's written on the website. Hello everyone. In this short video, I will explain how to register for the part-time Francisation Québec course. First, open the browser of your choice and type Apprendre le français into the top search bar. Several websites will appear, but it's important not to choose the first one because it will take you to a page with many other pages, which I find way too complicated and slow. I recommend selecting the second site, which is Apprendre le français. For those who have an Arima account, you will see that the Apprendre le français and Arima platforms look very similar. Therefore, it's essential to make sure you're on the Apprendre le français platform, which you can see here in the top left corner, and not Arima. Next, here are the different types of courses. Take your time to read through the options. You can use the translation feature on your phone or computer to help you. Make sure to select the correct option. Here we are looking at part-time courses for immigrants and for native Canadians, which are likely the ones you're interested in. At our center, we also offer full-time French courses for immigrants and native Canadians. Keep in mind that the Centre Elisabeth Brière does not offer online courses. Therefore, it is important to choose between option 1 and 3 and then click on the arrow located on the right of the option. This will take you to the login page. You must have an email address to register with Francisation Québec. If you don't have one, you'll need to create an email account on any platform, such as Outlook, Gmail, or any other provider. We are now on the login page. There are two options. You can log in if you already have an account, or you can create a new one. Some people may already have an account, but forgot their password. It's important to choose a password that it's easy for you to remember. If you have forgotten it, you can click on Vous avez oublié votre mot de passe. For this example, we will create a new account. Then click it right here. Enter your email address and request a verification code, which you will receive via email. Next, check your email inbox for the code. Be sure to also check your spam or junk folder if it doesn't appear in your main inbox. Once you find it, validate the code. If you don't receive it, you can request a new one. After that, you'll need to create a password that meets the conditions specified on the page. Therefore, the password must be between 8 and 16 characters long. Include at least one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, one number, and one special character as indicated on the page. It's crucial to create a password that you can remember easily. You may want to write it down in your phone or in another safe place. Please note that neither I, my colleagues, nor the MIFI agents will know your password. You're the only one who knows it. Then confirm your password in the next line. Both entries must match, otherwise you won't be able to proceed to the next step. After successfully creating a password that meets all the conditions, click on M'inscrire. Now you will be redirected to the Terms and Conditions page. Take your time to read and, if necessary, translate the conditions. Check both boxes to agree to the terms and then click Next, Suivant. You will now arrive on the Créer mon profil, Create my profile page. Be sure to write down the correct information. Here, as an example, I will write for my last name, Tremblay. For my first name, Elisabeth. For my gender, select the appropriate option for you. For my date of birth, click on the year to navigate back through the years. Here is my fictitious date of birth. My birth city is Rouyn-Noranda, and my country of birth is Canada. Complete all the required fields and put your country of origin. For example, Mexico with the city of birth, which would be Mexico City. Double check that all the information is accurate, then click Next. The next section is Contact Information, Coordonnées. Here, you will need to write your address. For example, I will use a fictitious address just for demonstration purposes. If your mobile number is Canadian, the international code is 1. If not, use the appropriate code for your country. So once all the fields are completed correctly without errors, again, click on Créer mon profil, Create my profile. Your profile has been successfully created. The next step is to log out by clicking Quitter, Exit. Finally, log in using your email and the password you created. As you can see, there's no eye icon to view your password, so it's important to type it correctly. Once entered, click Se connecter to log in. You will then be redirected to your profile page on the Apprendre le français platform, as you can see on the top left corner. As I was saying, we're now on the Apprendre le français page. Here are create a new file, my files, my documents, my profile, and my mail, which will be used by the MIFI to communicate with me. Let's start by clicking here, Créer un nouveau dossier. It is important to choose the right option here, okay, because we want to apply as a part-time immigrant learner with financial aid or as a Canadian if you're Canadian. Please note again that financial aid is no longer available, but it still shows up on the website. The MIFI hasn't updated it yet. Now I'll click on Créer, and here is my application. So my file number is very important. You can write it down somewhere in case you need help tracking your file. However, keep in mind that it is on that platform if you ever need it. Next, you will see little green icons with check marks, meaning you've completed those sections and you can move on. You can also verify your personal information to make sure everything is correct. And if there's an error, we will click on your profile and update or edit your your personal information. So it might be here that you want to change something, or here. Then I'll return to Mes documents, which brings me back to this page. This is my application. And to continue, click on the three little dots and select Poursuivre ma demande. Now, for my Situation Canada, I choose from among these options. Most immigrants will select temporary status, statut temporaire. However, if you have permanent residency, select statut permanent. If you have your MIFI individual reference number on hand, click yes and enter it. The number starts generally with the letter C. If you don't have it, no worries, select no, and the MIFI will give it to you later. I always select no for the next one. It's just easier. And now the section is done. It turned green. Now for the Education section, you will need to enter how many years you've attended school in your life, from childhood to now. Did you complete primary school, high school, technical school, university, etc.? For example, I attended school for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. years. In my case, I have over 20 years of schooling, so I will enter that right here. Next is the connaissance du français section. If you select aucune connaissance du français, that means you don't know any French at all. You will automatically be placed in level 1 and the MIFI won't call you to do an oral test to assess your level. If you speak a little bit of French, be honest, select beginner or intermediate depending on your skills. Sometimes people select aucune connaissance du français, but when they arrive at school, they can already speak fairly well. So please select the right option. Then, for the languages spoken at home, choose the ones you speak. For example, I speak French and Ukrainian at home. Let's continue with the disponibilité in lieu de formation section. How many days a week would you like to take French classes? You can select an option. Please note this can be modified later, so do not worry about it. For example, I'll choose 3 to 4 times a week. After, you have to select when you're available: morning, afternoon, and evening. You can even select more than one option. Once again, this can be modified later depending on what the center can offer. As for weekends, note that our center doesn't offer weekend classes. I already selected here ma région administrative, which is Abitibi-Témiscamingue, and my lieu de formation préféré, which is Centre Elisabeth Bruyère. Finally, they ask whether I want to take the class online. If you do because of personal or professional reasons, select yes. In this case, in this example, I'll select no, as I prefer in-person classes. Now I'm in the section on aide financière pour la garde de vos enfants ou personnes handicapées à votre charge. If you don't have anyone in your care, or if your children are in school or being cared for by someone else while you're in class, select no. If you need to pay for childcare while you're in class, you can apply for financial aid for those fees. Select oui, yes. You will need to enter your social insurance number. Obviously, here I want to enter mine. Then click on adhérer au dépôt direct. Sorry. You will have to print the form, read it, complete it, sign it, and scan it. You will upload this document at the end of your application if needed only. Make sure to understand the entire document. Then click here to enter the dependents information. Then click Ajouter when you're done. Lastly, there is a declaration to read and understand. You can use a translator to understand it. To confirm, you just have to check the little box at the bottom of the page. And as you can see, this section isn't completed because of my social insurance number that is invalid. If it were, the icon would be green. So for this example, I'll say no because most people select no. I continue with the accompagnement section. Did an organization or educational institution help you complete the application? If yes, check oui, yes, and select which one. If not, just check no. Finally, we'll end with the last two sections. For the document 1, you need to upload your temporary status document, residence card, or any other relevant documents. If the temporary status option doesn't appear when you open the tab, just upload a document, save it, and move on. The site will then show the option so you can upload your temporary status. It's a bit tricky, but that's how it works. It's a glitch in the system. So I will upload my work permit. Click here. And name it. Then for other documents, passport, financial aid, request for dependents, if applicable, for sure, etc., you must upload and name them. And this document is only for people that need it. It's not for everybody. Now my document section is done since I only had to upload one document. For the consent section, make sure to read and understand it. Use a translator if needed. And check the little box to declare that you understand everything at the bottom. Now everything is complete. I will click on Enregistrer, save. And I forgot to mention that you have to try to save as much as possible to avoid losing your data. Then click on Récapitulatif to see all the information you've entered, like a summary. And finally, you can submit your application by clicking on Soumettre. There are 4 steps in the Soumettre process. So you have to click Next, Next, again, and finally Soumettre. I won't click Soumettre, because I don't want to officially send my application. When you do, a confirmation will appear and you will also receive an email saying your application is being processed. Mine is still in preparation, but yours will be in processing or waiting to be processed. Right here, all the information is going to be written right there. So that's it for me. Here we are at the end of the video. Thanks for watching and also for registering with Francisation Québec. Also, I would like to inform you that there are 2 other videos available for you in French and in Spanish. On that note, I wish you a very pleasant day and I look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you.